of conversations with him. He has opened my mind to see so many other things that could be done. But again, we need the input of government. Until government starts to see the potentials that we can harness and bring and turn to money and turn to economic capital, government might just be losing out. And I think
they are losing out, and that's the truth.
Yeah. The government is really losing out. Big time. Big time.
So with this downturn in earnings and loss of businesses, what did you do in the downtime? What did you do?
For me, I've been researching more into my industry. Okay. How do I use technology? How optimally can I use technology going forward? It's been really challenging. I must be very honest. Pandemic has challenged me mentally. It has challenged me financially, like every other person. It has challenged me.
Every other person.
Yes, it has challenged me physically. So in most cases, what I've been able to do in the last couple of months is to look at how do I earn money using technology as a pedestal. Now it's easier for us to say, okay, people are having Zoom party. How can I, and the complaint has always been the audio in Zoom party is very awful, which I understand
exactly. Zoom is everybody's online.
Yes, Zoom sound is not optimized for DJs. It's not optimized for heavy load like we would do. You understand?
But yeah, it's meant for regular meetings.
Exactly. But now we've gone away from Zoom. I've said, okay, yeah, maybe Zoom parties. Everybody that wants to have Zoom party, they come to me, Demola, can you play Zoom party? And I simply say, okay, are you ready to cope with the low quality of the audio? And the complaint has always been the audio is really bad. So I've said, okay, why don't we move away from Zoom parties? Why don't you just create a group for your party? Invite all your friends to come into that group on Facebook that has better audio quality because of the strong back end that they have for audio. Let's have the party within your group on Facebook. And it has been tremendous. You might not be able to see one another. But we can still communicate. We can still chat, gist. Your friends can still be chatting while the party is on, using the comment section of the party. Yeah. At the end of the day, it comes back to almost the same. It's a win-win for everybody. It's a big win-win for everybody.
Well, yeah, something has got to give.
Exactly, and
so better sound, you can live out seeing face to face. Yes, I think that works. Yes, but for those who are ready to manage the bad sound, we'll still do the Zoom parties.
We go with them. We go with them. Yes.
But at least now we now have hybrid events. We now have smaller, intimate parties and events. Yes. So I think things are gradually coming back to normal. But in your opinion, we are
Hello.
I'm sure her network went off. She'll be back soon.
Yes, I know she'll be back soon. Mr. Uba, I can see you. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you. You are a great industry professional as well. Thank you, Mr. Uba, for joining. If you can hear me. You're on mute. You're on mute, madam.
Okay, sorry, I got kicked out.
Yeah,
okay, we're back. So, like I said, what do you think? Do you think people will be more amenable to this? Do you think it will change and start liking the small parties, or do you think gradually things will go back to normal?
I think for starters, people will stay within the enclave of small parties. We watch the tide, we see what's going on, and eventually things might get better, or we'll devise new means of having bigger parties. There's just no two ways about it. In my head, I already have a plan in my head for December how to host a big party. It might not be within a confined environment, but eventually we'll have bigger parties. I'm already thinking about it. I've been talking with so many people, and we're putting ideas together. We're looking at how could we deploy technology, and so far so good. It's everything seems to be looking up. It might be a bit more tasking logistic wise, but it's achievable. It might be more tasking. Now probably will not be needing a hall for a while. Might be taking our parties to the field. And thank God December is just around the corner. The rains will soon be over. I don't imagine a December in Nigeria without concerts, without events. Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, halls and venues will be losing out because of the restrictions on ground. But if for instance you want to do like an outdoor event so that you can observe social distancing, yeah, that would make more sense and people will be more comfortable. Some people are just going with the flow and saying, you know what, this virus has come to stay, so we have to learn to live with it, follow all the necessary precautions. But other people are just like, oh, look, I'll just wear the mask. And we had an event recently where we enforced the no face mask, no entry. We did the temperature check. We did the hand washing. Then they took off their mask. We're like, what? So we had to constantly say, please wear your mask, please wear your mask. And all people, I think people are just tired of the the restrictions and all. But it's something that we need to keep doing. Something that we need to keep doing.
Yeah, we need to keep reminding people. Okay, I will tell you an experience I had on this Sunday. Yes, just Sunday. I had an experience on Sunday. I was at an eatery to do some takeout. And prior to our going in, wear your face mask and sanitizer, we did all that. Then we went inside the eatery to make our orders, and we were in there was social distancing protocol observed.
Okay.
Then I noticed around me, virtually everybody around me had their face mask covering their mouth. And in my mind, I was like, this mask is actually called a nose mask. If you cover your mouth, you open your nostril, you are still exposed to everything.
Exactly.
Yes. And the man behind me was shouting from my back, reserve 10 moment for me, reserve 10 moment for me. And I turned and I said, Oga, wear this your mask, wear and well. As you are shouting, reserve moment for me, you are spreading everything, whatever it is that you are carrying. And everybody laughed. But the point is, he got the message. Every other person got the message. And gradually everybody stripped their adjusted. It is just what we need to keep doing every now and then. I know it could be really, really tiring wearing that mask for too long.
It's not part of us, but now we have to imbibe that culture.
Exactly.
So DRC, as a leader, how were you able to manage your team during this pandemic? There were some teams that had to be disbanded, some teams that had to be let go. How were you able to manage your team and keep them focused, keep them,
busy,
motivated?
It's I would say, to be honest, it was very tough, extremely tough. Initially, we were still doing it. Okay, maybe it should just go on for like a month, go on for like 2 months. You bought some things here and there, share around. Okay, you take this, you take that, you take this stipend, you take that stipend. Let's just see how it goes. Then gradually became tougher than envisaged, tougher than expected, tougher than was planned for. The only thing I would say is what kept us going was just grace. We had some outstanding installation that we were doing prior to the pandemic. So we used the entire 3, 4 months of the initial pandemic to try to complete those installations. So that activity kept us going for a while. And at a point in time, we all became very broke because really, how much can you save? 7 months doing, no income. How much can you possibly save in a country like Nigeria? Your cousin is calling you, your auntie is calling you, your sister is calling you, your brother is calling you, your friend is calling you. As they are calling you, you are calling some other people as well. It got to a state that all of us became broke, and it was very obvious that look, Oga don't broke. Make everybody adjust. If you are used to eating 4 Indomies, 4 sachet of Indomie at once, you have to cut down to 2, so that you can have 2 to eat tomorrow. So that's just what we have been able to do. And again, we got busy. There were so many, so many new things we started working on from the house. We came up with a party on the Sunday, which was a bit, which is a success so far. Even if I have to say that, it's been a huge success so far. It's not every time you get a 1 hour video being viewed like 1,000 times. We've done over 2,000 views on 1 hour videos every week. So that has kept us busy. We keep every now and then we keep ruminating. We keep thinking, what next do we do? What do we do next week? What do we do upper week? So it's been a bit okay with us. The team is still together. Whenever we have work to do, we do it and get going with it.
Okay, so at least keeping them engaged in downtime.
Yes.
So for clients with cancellations, postponements, how did you handle all of that? Because some clients are more manageable than others. Some people are just not. So how were you able to manage your clients?
Managing the client for me was even a bit easier. At the peak of the pandemic was a bit easier. Managing the clients at the peak of the pandemic was a bit easier for me. But then there were some issues that came up. The week of the lockdown will go down in my memory as one of the toughest weekends I've ever heard. I got back to Port Harcourt a few days before, like a day before the lockdown. My schedule that period was I would get back to Port Harcourt on Thursday. I would fly to Abuja on Friday, leave Abuja on Friday night to have a gig in UAE. Do the gig in UAE that Friday night, leave UAE on Sunday to go to Paris, have a gig in Paris on Friday, the following Friday. Stay in Paris till Sunday, move to Greece like on Sunday or Monday to do a gig, then return to Nigeria. And with one announcement, I lost all income.
Yeah.
I lost all that. It was mentally challenging for me at that period. That was just the weekend that the lockdown kicked off. So you can imagine, but with the clients, all they had to do was do a refund. Thank God we don't eat with 2 hands. So to do the refund wasn't difficult.
Was it so difficult?
Just managed to do. It wasn't so difficult. Just managed to do because the money has not been spent anyway. So we just
Yeah.
managed to do the refund. We lost some. Some said, okay, instead of you refunding 10 naira, we paid you 10 naira. Instead of you refunding 10 naira, we know how bad it is. We're sorry, just refund 7 naira. So to me, all that extra 3 naira went a long way. I was so
Oh
very
yeah,
grateful.
every naira counts right
I
now.
would say that extra 3 naira given was, went a long way. And I was, very extremely grateful to these people. And this can only happen if you have good relationship with your clients prior.
Yeah,
That's why interpersonal
that's
relationship.
what.
Yes, every professional must develop very good interpersonal relationship with your immediate public, who are your clients, because you never can tell. You never can tell.
Yeah, when that relationship will come to
Such a
play, you know.
definitely, yeah.
Okay, so so I hear you say you guys were doing some innovative stuff and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
For what tips would you first of all give to fellow DJs? Because during the lockdown, I got a lot of people, I got a lot of calls asking for trainings, asking for this, because I think people suddenly realized that they needed to do something else. Because for those who lost their jobs, they now became
Find something to
entrepreneurs
do.
overnight. So they needed to do something. So did you get a
So
lot of those kind of calls? And what would
yeah,
you advise upcoming DJs?
yes, I got so many calls. People who want to learn something. And I said, look,
Okay.
all I've been doing for how many years that you know me for is DJing. You're already a DJ.
Yeah.
What have you done to improve, first and foremost, what have you done to improve your sound? You have some form of equipment
Yeah.
at home. What have you
Yeah.
done to improve your sound? There was a period I brought out, I could power as much as 10 kilowatts of sound, so to speak. I could power that much.
Okay.
I could power that much. 10,000 watts, 15,000 watts of sound. I brought out all my equipment and we started checking everything one after the other. Go back, use this period to go back, check your equipment, fix the things you can fix, know the things that you need to change over time, set a timeline, because this pandemic will not, lockdown will not be forever. You still need
Oh,
to get back to
exactly.
work. You still need to get
Thankfully.
back to, yeah, by the grace of God. You still need to get back to work. And you must be prepared. I keep saying it that, look, you have to be prepared. How do you get prepared? Get your equipment in shape. Get your laptop in shape. Make a list of the things that you need to change. Make a list of the things that you need to upgrade. Go back. Okay, I'll tell you. I have my laptop is 1 terabyte space. And I said, okay, maybe it's about time I upgrade. My laptop used to be
Something
500 gig.
large.
Yeah, 500 gig hard drive.
Okay.
And I started checking online. Maybe it's about time I change this laptop. There are a couple of new things out there. And I checked to upgrade my laptop will cost me about 1.7 million to the next
Wow.
level of it. And I said 1.7 million in pandemic.
How's that gonna happen?
When I'm thinking of how to pay house rent, I'm thinking of how to pay all my bills. Then I will now have to force out 1.7 million to buy a laptop. I said, okay, no problem. University of YouTube, let me enroll. I enrolled in the University of YouTube and I kept on researching on the present laptop that I have. I researched and researched and I came up with so many findings. I ended up upgrading my laptop with an extra 210,000 naira or so. And I have the same thing that will have cost me 1.7 million naira. I've been able to upgrade my laptop from 500 gig to 1 terabyte. I've been able to upgrade my laptop from 8 gig RAM to 16 gig RAM. All this with just about 210,000 naira. That is reading, that is doing research, going back, looking for ways to make things be cheaper for yourself because the inflow is not there. So you have to be
Yeah.
ready. for the future. And I now checked my laptop. I said, okay, yeah, I have almost 200 and something gig of music in here. How many of these songs do I really need going for the last 2, 3, 4 years? How many of these songs do I really need? And I realized that, look, Oga, I can clear my laptop, create more
Exactly.
space. The
It's more
things I
space.
don't need, yes, the things I don't need inside that laptop, I can take them out. I don't necessarily need to delete the files. I can take them out, store them in an hard drive, let them be in an external hard drive. If there's need for me to use them, I can always plug my external hard drive and recall those files. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah,
So
you're
that's
still plugged in.
you are still plugged in. So that's what I've been able to tell DJs. Just go in, check the things, get yourself prepared. One thing is certain, life will go back. We will start life afresh. It might not be the same normal, but a new normal will
Yeah,
come, and you still need to function optimally. So that's what I've
exactly.
been able to do. You still need to function optimally and find ways to deploy technology. At every point in time, make sure data is part of your monthly bill. Ensure
Yeah, it's
data
part
is
of our
part of,
lives now.
yes, it's part of your,
Our life.
you can't afford to live a life without data. It's
It's actually
like
like
one,
food. It's
yes,
part
like
of our
one,
groceries now.
thank you. It is more important for me to have data than to have airtime on my phone. What am I doing with it? But it's more important for me to have data on my phone. So that's the way it is. And like one advert said that, I think there was an advert I saw somewhere, a print advert, like data is the new oxygen.
Exactly. It
Data
powers
is the new oxygen
everything.
of, yes, data is the new oxygen of
Powers
business.
everything. Everything.
Everything.
Because
So you cannot
everything
have,
has gone virtual.
thank
Everything
you.
is now virtual. We can work remotely from anywhere. So I don't even know
Perfect.
what's going to happen in the near future where we may not even be having office complexes anymore because people can work from home.
Eventually, I'm thinking, I've been thinking along that line too, that most office complexes might become desolate in no time.
Yeah,
Most people might
yeah,
never go
because
back.
people now realize that we can work from home. So why are we
Yeah,
going to be doing all that?
why are we paying so much to be in one environment? You pay power in that environment because there's never power anyway. You still do your data to function. You are paying, you're buying ACs, you are calling maintainers, you're doing so
All right,
eventually
all right.
people if Shell can shut down, Shell has been shut down now since March, and
Yeah,
chances are that they're not coming back till next year. If
and
Shell
everything is
without
going on as normal.
they're functioning. So who am I to say I want to go and take one office space? It's not good work.
You know, we're learning. I think we're
Yes,
relearning now with the pandemic. We're
yes,
relearning in
yes.
lots of aspects.
You're
So,
correct.
okay, during the week, some questions came in, so I'll just take them one by one if you're ready.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I have the first one. It says, with money making from music stream getting more interesting, how do DJs get to profit since all artists want royalties paid for their songs downloaded or played?
If you're functioning in Nigeria,
Yeah.
if a DJ is functioning in Nigeria and is playing music, our artists, as at now, they're not demanding for anything, really.
Okay.
Radio station, yeah, most DJs, and I think it's the same thing all over the world. If you're talking about royalties, radio stations should pay royalties to artists directly,
Okay.
and I think that's why we have all those royalty associations. They collect on behalf of the artist, and they know how to distribute the money amongst the artists whose works are used on radio. Then for streaming, DJs might not be able to make money off streaming, really and truly, because the
Okay.
moment you do a DJ mix and you put it up on YouTube, the copyright process to get the copyright process of this artist for you to put a mix on YouTube it's very tedious. It's extremely
Okay.
tedious. If big DJs outside in the world, I mean big DJs outside the shores of Nigeria are getting kicked off YouTube, for using
unauthorized content.
unauthorized content. So who are you in Nigeria to really bother yourself about having putting your mixes out on YouTube where you can make money? And really, actually, how much do you really make on YouTube? If you're not doing as much as maybe 500,000 views already, you might not start making money in the real sense of it. So
So
really,
you have to
actually,
build your followership first.
build followership, which will take time. And while you are building the followership, what do you use to build the followership? Your content. What is your content as a DJ? Your mixtapes
Exactly.
that you put there. The same content that you need to build followership is the same content that YouTube will yank off. So I don't need to waste my time. Look, I don't need to waste my time looking for that. Like a young DJ asked me the other day, said he has about 1,000 followers on Audio Mac or something. I said, look, think of how Audio Mac can give you money, because I don't know how Audio Mac can give you money. You are putting your content on Audio Mac. Audio Mac is getting more views. They are getting more traffic on Audio Mac.
Yeah.
How does it translate to money for you? You're not getting paid for it. Look at all the people on Audio Mac, all your followers on Audio Mac. Have a relationship with them. Find a way to interact with them one-on-one. Maybe they'll buy your mixtapes. Maybe you can play a Zoom party for them if they're having a party. It's the only way, because Audio Mac ain't giving you brass padding.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So we have another question. It says, during the pandemic, a lot of event professionals got involved in other side hustles, other side businesses. What was it for you?
For me, all I do is music. Everything I mean, it's been music. Everything, they always say that for every business that you do, you should look at least 3 other streams around it. But the motivational speakers didn't warn us about pandemic. So all of us ended up investing around the same thing. We're doing music, we're doing stage, we're doing lightings, we're doing pyrotechnics. But pandemic shut everything down, So for me, and something I've been doing on the side all the while I've been reviewing music for artists. Before their songs get released, they will send it to me. I've been doing music reviews. I'll listen to it, then I'll critique it. I'll give you an advice. I'll give you this. I'll tell you tips. Maybe the mix is not good. Maybe the bar is not done. Maybe this part is not well done, structured, and all that. So I've been doing that. But unfortunately, even the pandemic affected artists from releasing songs, because where are they going to perform? It costs you like maybe 500,000, 700,000 naira to do just one song. Some artists spend as much as over ₦1 million to do just one song.
Just from recording,
just to record one song. Then you now spend like another 3 million to do the video. Then you now spend money to promote the songs on all the blogs and have rotation on radio, have rotation on MTV Base, have rotation on ETV and all the. So for you to get one song out, you spend like 6-7 million naira. Where are they going to perform the songs to make the money back? Because nobody's paying them royalty, so to speak. So it affected even the artists releasing songs. So at the point in time, that aspect of making money, even the trickled a bit, went low a bit. So for me, I've just been here living life and taking things easy, whatever comes. Some people will call you DSA, do me a mixtape, do me this, do me that. Yeah, we do that, which is absolutely nothing compared to what you want. But
it is what we used to.
Yeah, but it is just what it is. We just keep moving. Take every day as it comes, and
as it comes, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question. It says, with churches operating half the capacity, markets opening up, is there hope for the events industry to get more than 50 people per event? So
it's only a matter of time.
You think? Yeah, I think so as well.
So it's only a matter of time. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's definitely inevitable. And don't let us forget one aspect in all of this. Do you realize this social distancing we're talking about, this nose mask we're talking about, these hand sanitizers, hand washing, and all this thing we're talking about, is predominantly in the cities.
Yeah.
I get scared. I mean,
In the rural areas, there are no
yes,
masks. Nobody's wearing any masks.
I'm scared, really and truly. I'm really scared. Government should start going to these rural areas to educate people.
Yeah, the awareness needs to be created because they don't believe that this virus exists
at all, and that's scary. But for us in the city where the big events holds anyway, I know it's only a matter of time. Things will get better. Maybe there will be new protocols from government. They will come inspect your event center. There are okay, it's a 1,000 seater with social distancing. Go and do the marking. Maybe we'll end up in like a 600 or 700 people. Then we'll do it that way. But it's only a matter of time. Bit by bit, things will normalize.
Okay.
The new normal
Okay. Well,
might not be the old normal.
That's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
That's the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, I have another question. So what are the diverse arms of a DJ's work?
The diverse arm of a DJ work is, in most cases, every DJ goes around the same thing. You know, like me, like I said earlier, I got involved in a stage. I got involved in lightings. I got involved in screens. I got involved in music reviews. So most DJs, in most cases, you see most DJs working around that. And now we have DJ producers. We have DJ producers in the world now. I mean, there's so many of them. We have DJ that feature that recording artists. They might not be the one doing the singing, but at least they are recording artists. Jimmy Jack is one of them. I mean, Jimmy Jack pioneered that in Nigeria. We've had that in America for so many years. People like Funk Master Flex, DJ Kid DJ, so many of them, you know, DJ Cool and the rest of them in America. We're doing all that. But in Nigeria now, we have people like Jimmy Jack doing that. We have Neptune doing that. We have KY's doing that. We have Big N doing that. So they're involving there's a collaboration of DJs and artists that they can function with. And of course, one of the most successful DJ music artists in the world now is DJ Khaled. He makes bulk of his money doing music, not even playing anymore. He rarely plays anymore. Yeah, he's featuring all the global artists, all the big artists, and he's making bulk of his money doing that. So most DJs are beginning to go into that area of business.
Yeah, you just have to put on your thinking cap
And see what
and go down the road of innovation.
Simple. Hunger will open your eyes.
Okay, I have a question from Auntie Jules. Hi, Auntie Jules, welcome.
Oh,
she says people like DJ Khaled who became celebrities. Please, what did they become famous for? Oh, she now says, oh, he's an influencer.
Well, Khaled is doing music. Khaled has he capitalized on his relationship with so many artists. He worked his way with Cash Money, with a Birdman. He worked his way with Birdman, and he got to meet so many artists, all the Chris Browns and all the rest of them. So he started making music, and he has been very, very consistent with it. Fortune smiled on him, and he capitalized. Fame smiled on him, and he turned his fame to fortune. So he's a very hardworking man. For a man that does not fly, that should tell us something. For a man that doesn't fly at all.
So how does he get to where he needs to go?
If he needs to go by road, he goes by road. So you can imagine somebody living, maybe he needs to record with an artist in Houston. He lives in Florida. So he goes, ups in the car and drive all the way.
So he doesn't leave his continent.
He has never stepped out of America in God knows how many years.
Well, thank God for the internet. Thank God for the virtual space.
Virtual space, yes.
So this will be right up his alley. This pandemic, so he can operate normally.
And anywhere, normally.
Well, I guess it's always key. It's always key to leverage on your network. So that's a good example. That's a good
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. Always.
Okay, I have
Interpersonal
another
relationship.
question. Yes, exactly. Because really, even if you have that kind of network, if you don't have that interpersonal skills and apply it properly, yes, it will be useless to you.
To be nana.
So, Auntie Jill says, how do you distinguish yourself as a DJ? How do you build your brand in your line of business?
Like I said earlier, what makes you a good DJ? The songs are there for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. The songs are there for everybody. But like I said, from the moment in my head, many years ago, from the moment I put it, I got it to my head and look, I'm like a tailor that needs to deliver a garment on the day it will be worn. I have no opportunity to do amendment.
Yeah.
From that day, from the day that sunk into my head, my work ethics changed. Before I get to an event, it's all about your work ethics. It's all about observation. There are so many things that you learn as time goes on. There's so many things. There's so many things you'll be able to achieve. There's so many things you'll be able to do based on experience.
Sure.
For me, I'll say 70% of my job is done before I get into the venue. 70% of my job is done. The 30% is just being physically present to get the job done. I've done 70% of my job. How do I do 70% of my job? I've researched, I've gone through the person, I must have had maybe an interaction with the person one way or the other from just talking like, okay, let us look at wedding reception. Somebody's going to have a wedding reception, going to get married soon. I said, okay, let's have a meeting. It gives me this lineup of songs. I'll question you, I'll talk to you. I know you're thinking, I know what you are aiming at. So that gives me, and in as much as I make mental notes, I actually do hard copy notes too. I'll write things down. I'll go back and I'll go through the notes, and that gives me a clearer view of who you are, what you want.
Okay.
Then I build my workload, I build my workload for that day along that path. And then when I get to the venue, I look around. I'm always observing. I'm always looking at people. I play this song. I see the reaction. I play something completely off that range. I see the reaction. I play something else completely off that range. I see the reaction. So it gives me an idea. How many types of people am I dealing with here? Who are the people I'm dealing with? Do I have the hip hop crowd? Yes. Do I have the Niger people's crowd? Yes. Do I have the groovy elderly people? And those people, the groovy elderly people, are very, very problematic if you don't satisfy them. They could make life uncomfortable for you as a DJ. Because they will just come and play wrestling. And you say, okay, I don't have wrestling in River State. How do you say that I don't have wrestling in River State? I go to Anambra State to play. I say you don't have a Sir Warrior. You must be kidding. You must be kidding. You don't have Warrior in Anambra State. You must be kidding. You go to Owerri to play and you don't have a Bongwa Yakata. Come on, you must be a joker. So you have
to really know your terrain.
Exactly. You walk along with the terrain. You have to be prepared mentally and otherwise. Get yourself ready. Go through research, ask questions. These are the little things that will differentiate you as a DJ. And knowing fully well that in every party, you don't have the same type of people. One person might have invited everybody, but trust me, they are not the same type of people.
Yeah, everybody has his own likes.
Yes, exactly. At a wedding, the groom will give his father and give the bride's parents wedding invitation. Bride's parents want 200 IVs. The groom parents want 200 IVs. Okay, yes, you as the groom and the bride, you've invited your friends. But you see, the father is a Catholic. The parent of the bride is a Catholic. You, as a groom, your parents, they're Anglican. Good. At that wedding, you will have Catholic Women Association.
CW.
Thank you. At that same wedding, you will have the Laity Council of Anglican. At that same wedding, you, the OPP guy, you will have all your men. They want the whiskey, they want the future, they want all the rest of it. So at the end of the day, you have this 3 different distinct crowd to cater to. And you have just about 3-4 hours to get your job done and do it extremely well. Thank God now it's a bit easier that there's something called after wedding party. And after wedding party does not need to leave the venue. Unlike before that, okay, everybody will go, then they will now come back later. Now, after the party, you must have satisfied everybody. Then the young ones, then you can now start, you as a DJ can now start playing for the Awon Goons me, you know. Awon Goons me, you start playing for all the Awon Goons me. But really, actually, as a DJ, you must be prepared. There is no 2 ways about it. There is no shortcut to hard work. No shortcut whatsoever.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
Okay, thank you. I have a question from VDJ Sparrow. Hi.
Sparrow, how are you?
Is being a DJ your main business, or do you have another profession or career?
In the last couple of years, all I do is DJing. Any other thing I've just been on the side, really. All the last few years that's been DJing. I resigned my 9 to 5 years ago, you know, and ever since I've been doing my DJing business. That's all I've been doing. It's tough. I mean, in as much as I have passion for some other things that I've been building up gradually.
So this is.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so this is your main profession, and every other thing is a side hustle.
Yes, this is my main profession. This has been taking care of me for years now.
Okay. Yeah. So I have a comment from Auntie Jules. Yes, know your clients and be prepared to be versatile. That's key. I think that cuts across.
That summarizes it. Yeah.
Yes, for all business people. And she says, she says, love the blink shirt. GSA, please provide for your big sis. and me too.
Definitely to be delivered soon. No problem.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're about to get to the top of the hour. It's been a good conversation, and I just want you to leave us with your final word for business people, for your colleagues in the industry, for upcoming DJs and event professionals. What would you say to us?
I would say we should be consistent with what we do and look for ways to better what we do. There's always a better way of doing whatever it is that we think we're doing. Whatever it is that we think we know, whatever it is that we are doing, there is always a better way. We must be, like you rightly said, this is a process. We're in a period where we're relearning. Yeah. It's not enough for us to relearn. We must unlearn some things.
Oh yeah, some things have to be dropped.
We just need to forget them. We must be ready to unlearn some things. And because we have been doing some things and we have been getting away with it, does not mean we have been doing them the right way.
Properly.
Yeah. So we must be ready to learn new things, unlearn old things, and open ourselves up to suggestions, open ourselves up to technology. You see, I keep talking about technology. It is the new oxygen for every business person. It is the new oxygen. So that's it for me. I'm a bit persistent, consistent, learn, good, have good relationship with people. It's young DJ, see that thing, that gra, it won't work. It has never worked for anybody. I see there are times I walk into a place and I say, okay, the idea is to tell the DJ now, because everybody just believes that no, the DJs are everywhere. And we go to a party and just like a guest, they say, DJ, tell your DJ to play these songs now. And I said, okay, this song might not work now. When it gets to that point where you can play the song, I will tell him. And you walk to the DJ. I said, yeah, you walk to the DJ. I said, okay, can you just play this song for my friends? And they're like, no, the song no go work now. And some will even talk to you this day. And I wonder, you don't even know who is talking with you, who is asking for favor.
Maybe a potential client.
Clients, please, DJs, I beg of you, event people, I beg of you, learn how to be courteous. Humility and courtesy is not a fad. It's not fashion. It should be a way of life.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. Thank you so much, DSA. Thank you for coming on our show. We hope to have you next time in the future on some other platform where we would want your input to help us with our professional lives. Thank you, everybody, for coming on, to spending time with us. We hope you enjoyed your hour, and we hope you learned a thing or two. Join us next week when we have another guest on the Octopus series. And okay, I can see people in the comment box saying correct, yes, and all of that. So thank you so much, DSA. It's our pleasure to have you on, and we hope to see you very soon at an event. All righty? Take care. Yes. Thank you, everybody. See you guys soon. See you next week.
Thank you, Julia Jax. Thank you, Mr. Uba. Thank you, Kemi Walesi. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you all. VDJ Sparrow, thank you. Thank you so very much.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.